Hi, it's Tea Break Gardener here. I'm going to talk today about pricking out seedlings, which is something that's really simple to do. It's actually one of my favourite tasks every springtime. But it took me a little while to master, not because it's difficult, but because it just takes a bit of practice. So if I show you, you'll see how simple it really is. I've got a seed tray here of marigolds. They've germinated a couple of weeks ago and they've grown on really strongly. If I leave them now in this seed tray, they'll compete for light, they'll compete for water and nutrients, and they won't grow on so strong. So they really need separating out and giving a bit more space. What you need to do first is decide what to prick them out into. Today I'm going to use these module tray here, which I tend to save from plants I've bought. You could use individual pots like these, but because these marigolds are going to go out into the open border, they can be sort of put two to a module, I think, and then planted out into the garden together. So I do that because rather than getting 6 to a tray, I can get 12 to a tray if I put 2 in each. So I tend to think about how big the plant's going to grow, because actually planting 12 to this module, I'm saving on compost. So the first thing to do is to fill the tray with compost, put it in, smooth it off, pat it down a bit so you've got a nice firm base. The next thing to think about is how you're going to prick out the seedlings. You can buy these pricking out tool sets quite cheaply from a garden centre or online. They're heavy duty plastic, they'll last you a lifetime. I tend to just use this little spoony spadey thing. And I don't bother with this. This is to, the spoony spadey thing is to lift your seedling out of its little seed tray, and this is to make a hole in the compost to place it into. But I don't like picking one up, putting one down, picking one up, so I tend to just use this. You can actually also just use a pencil, and I'll show you how to do that as well. It's exactly the same principle if you don't want to buy one of these. So, you take your seed tray, choose your marigold. What you need to do is put between your thumb and your forefinger, just very gently pinch the leaf. So you're barely holding it at all. When I first started doing this, I used to hold the stem. That's not what you should do. And I used to think, oh, I can't do it with a leaf, but you can have the confidence. Just gently pinch it and then go under where you think the roots are, deep down near the bottom of the tray, and gently tease it out. And there you see the little seedling with its root. Then make a hole in your module in the compost, place in the seedling while you're still holding it between your thumb and your forefinger, and gently tease the compost back round. This one, in doing that, has obviously already been released, so I can just go straight in, gently tease that one out, make a hole, put that one in next to its friend. So if I show you with a pencil, it's exactly the same principle. Thumb and forefinger, go in under the roots with the pencil, gently, gently tease it out, pulling very gently on the leaf upwards. There are the roots. Make a hole in the compost, put it in and firm it around with a pencil. So it's exactly the same. And once you've filled your tray, it's a good idea to put it in a tray like this. That's because when you water it in, the water will retain a little bit in the bottom, won't dry out quite so quickly. And also as the season progresses, you're going to have to be taking this outside. If you're doing this in your kitchen, growing these in your kitchen or in your greenhouse, you're going to want to take them outside on a sunny day, bring them in if frosts are forecast. Take them out, bring them in. So if you have loads of them in these little seed trays, you'll be there all day moving them in and out. So get as many trays like this garden tray or anything basically that can keep your seedlings together, and then you can easily take them in, take them out. The final thing obviously to do when you've pricked out your seedlings is to water them in. Sometimes what you find when you do this is that the water sort of knocks them over a bit and makes them fall over. If that happens, you literally just go back in with your finger and stand them up, and once it gets its roots down, it'll be very secure indeed. Finally, always label your seed tray. I always think I'm going to remember what I've got in there, and I always forget. So always make additional labels for each little set of modules that you have. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.